Hey everyone, welcome back. Dinner is chicken Alfredo. Come help me make it. To those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Melissa. This channel is dedicated to gluten-free, celiac-safe cooking and baking tips and recipes. Leave a comment for anything I should try and follow along for more. Pasta dinners have always been a go-to in my family well before the celiac diagnosis. So a huge priority for me was to figure out how to make gluten-free versions and get them back in the rotation. But given that we homeschool and life is busy, it needed to be simple and easy, and this is definitely that. This is also a good way to get more veggies in my kids, which is always a win. Now my kids love the taste of mushrooms, but are iffy on the texture, and so I try to chop them nice and small. I don't currently have spinach, but whenever I do, I chop that into small pieces too and add them into the pan a little after the mushrooms. With the seasonings I add later, the extra small pieces end up blending into the dish, and then my kids won't pick them out. It's not that I'm hiding it from my kids. They know they're there. It's that when the pieces are small enough, my kids don't care. So first you saute some mushrooms, maybe spinach if you have it, in a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. You can go ahead and put your water on to boil for your noodles too if your stove is like mine and can take a little while to heat up sometimes. You want the mushrooms to release their water and then a good bit of that to evaporate before you add your garlic. Measure the minced garlic with your heart and saute that in for a bit till the aroma is nice and fragrant. For the chicken, any type of cooked chicken works. My husband and I will buy 2 whole chickens and then bake them and then debone them all at once. And then we will use the meat in casseroles like the enchilada casserole and the chicken divan that are already posted to the channel, or in tacos or things like this. So this is leftover baked chicken fresh from the fridge. My water is ready before I can add my chicken, so I'm going to go ahead and start my noodles. My water is already salted, and I found that penne pasta works really well with this recipe. The H-E-B gluten-free brand is good quality, it doesn't fall apart, and is a good price, but you use whatever noodles you want. Now because my family has little mouths still, I'm breaking up this chicken into bite-sized pieces. But you can go for bigger pieces if you want, whatever works for you. Next, I mix everything to incorporate it and add some Italian seasonings. Now, if you have celiac disease, don't forget to double check that your seasonings and spices are gluten-free. Side note, having to check if innately gluten-free things are actually glutened due to facility processing is frustrating. And because I'm a busy mom, I am going to use pre-made Alfredo sauce. The Classico brand is tasty and it's gluten-free, and I like to keep and reuse their jars. I use them with my sourdough starter, my enchilada sauce, and honestly, I have a whole set that I use as drinking glasses. You never know when you will need a good mason jar. Next, I just kind of mix everything together, and I make sure that I keep it moving, get the chicken all warmed up. I stir my noodles in so that I make sure they're not sticking to the bottom, and I just kind of mix and wait till the noodles are done. When the noodles are done, you want to wait a second before you strain them. So you're going to pull them off the heat and you're going to grab a ladle of the noodle water and put it into your sauce. And then you can strain your noodles the way you normally would and then just dump all of those into your saucepan. You stir really well, and then I like to add some shredded Parmesan cheese on top. Now, freshly grated would obviously be superior here, but I have bagged, so that's what I'm using. And that's it. You just mix everything around until your cheese is all melted, and then it's ready to serve. Now, I like to have this with maybe some fruit on the side and maybe some veggies. You could do a salad. I could take some of my sourdough bread and turn it into garlic toast, and it would be delicious. I once made this without the chicken because I didn't have any, and my pickiest child ate 4 helpings. So this is definitely a win in my family. So if you end up trying it, let me know what you think and what you would add to it. All right, time to eat. See you next time.